Welcome back, and in our top business story, Dubai airports have announced a 6.2% increase in passenger traffic through Dubai International Airport during the first half of this year, despite a reduction in flights due to runway upgrades. According to Dubai airports, despite the 26% reduction in flight capacity, 34.6 million passengers used the airport in H1 this year. Region-wise, the strongest growth last month was in the Americas. Passenger traffic to North America grew by 15.3% and to South America by 32%. London remained the busiest city destination in June, followed by Kuwait, Mumbai, Doha and then Jeddah. Paul Griffith, the CEO of the airport operator, was quoted in local reports as saying that the light drag on the usual double-digit growth will be short-lived. The successful completion of the runway for refurbishment comes just in time to accommodate the surge in passenger numbers expected for this week's Eid holiday. Ahead of the holiday rush, the airport is reported to have hired extra staff and increased facilities to avoid any possible delays during the holiday season. Last quarter, Dubai International overtook London Heathrow as the busiest airport in the world. That's according to figures from the Airports Council International website. Emirates NBD announced that its first half net profit for 2014 rose 30% to 2.45 billion dirhams, helped by revenue growth in retail, wealth management and Islamic banking. Dubai's biggest lender also revealed that its total income for the first half grew 27% to 7.04 billion dirhams. Total assets grew by 2% to 348.3 billion dirhams during the period, as customer loans increased by 1% to 241.8 billion. Customer deposits rose by 6% to 252.9 billion over the same period. Income from its retail banking and wealth management division grew 15% in H1 to 2.79 billion dirhams. For the second quarter, profit increased by 34%, off the back of growth at its retail banking and Islamic finance divisions and through a reduction in operating costs. Net income increased to 1.3 billion dirhams for Q2 compared to 972 million a year earlier. Customer loans advanced 1% to 241.8 billion dirhams at the end of June, while deposits rose 6% to 252.9 billion dirhams in the first half. And Dubai Islamic Bank has also reported a 59.6% increase in second quarter net profit as a result of higher fee and investment income. According to local reports, the bank's earnings were boosted by a 34.5% increase in income from commissions, fees and foreign exchange, as well as hikes in revenue generated from property and other investments. Customer deposits stood at 94.8 billion dirhams at the end of June, up 20% at the end of 2013, while total loans were 18% higher over the same time frame at 66.1 billion dirhams. In a Bourse filing, the bank stated that it made 667.5 million dirhams in the 3 months to June the 30th, up from 418.2 million in the corresponding period of 2013. The results beat analysts' forecasts of 627.3 million dirhams in net profit. The results indicate a positive earnings season for UAE banks and banks in the UAE, whose profits have jumped in recent quarters as a result of growing domestic economy and improved asset quality. DP World has announced that it aims to outperform average annual market growth this year after reporting a 9.3% rise in container throughput in the first half of the year. According to the Dubai-based ports operator, gross container volumes handled rose to 29.4 million TEUs during the period, and gross volumes grew by 10.7%, taking into account the extra volume provided by its new operations at London Gateway in the UK and Embraport in Brazil. At a consolidated level, DP World's ports handled 13.9 million TEU during the first half of the year, an 11.2% improvement in like-for-like performance. According to officials, growth in the first half of the year was mainly propelled by an improved performance from the company's Asia-Pacific and Indian subcontinent, Europe and UAE terminals. The ports operator is also completing the new 4 million TEU container terminal 3 at Jebel Ali, taking capacity at the company's flagship facility to 19 million. During the first half of the year, Jebel Ali also handled 7.4 million TEU, representing growth of 14.1%.